Hey everybody, this is StvRich with AutomationDnD. I've got a little bit of interVLAN routing, subinterfaces, and trunking going on in this. I'm just going to do this by the seat of the pants and try to do it a little bit smoothly. I've already pre-configured some of these. These two PCs are on the same subnet. They're on 192.168.1. This one's 100. This one's .99. So this is the .1 network. This one is on the .2 network. And its IP is 192.168.2.100. And the gateway is 192.168.2.1 for this one. For this one it's 192.168.1.1. And I'm going to configure this one. This one's 192.168.3.100. And its gateway is going to be 192.168.3.1. Now we need to connect these devices with some straight-through cabling. Fast Ethernet 0 to Fast Ethernet 1. This one will be Fast Ethernet 0 to port 11. This one will be Fast Ethernet 0 to port 21. This one will be Fast Ethernet 0 to port 2. Now, this is going to get wired as well with a straight-through cable. And I'm going to use gigabit port number 1 to the gigabit port on this one. This is called a router on a stick, which is an old way of providing routing, interVLAN routing, with just pure switches. And if you've got a layer 3 switch, you can route within the switch. But we used to stick a router on the switch, and a packet that needed to go from this subnet to this subnet would be passed up to its gateway here. This will be set up as a trunk with subinterfaces. But first I've got to configure VLANs. Take a look at the switch. If we go to the command line, this is from plugging in the wires, and you can see the various lines came live here. Let's look at the state of the VLANs. Now, all of the ports of this switch are in default management VLAN 1 right now. We have to make a few VLANs. Just make VLAN 10. Name it management. Name it packet. Now, there's the new VLANs we just created. Still nothing's assigned to it. We've got to go back and make assignments. We do that one port at a time. You could say arrange, but I'm going to go through it one at a time. First you set the the mode of the port. This is going to be an access port. Then you assign it access to a VLAN, 10 in this case, and so on. Interface 11 next. This mode will be access. It'll be VLAN 10 with the first PC. So now, let's see what we've got. Okay, we've got these two ports assigned within the same VLAN. And server 1 is in VLAN 20, server 2 is in VLAN 30. Good. And we've got to configure the trunk now. So that should be it on the switch side. This line is not active right now, even though they're plugged in, so now it's active. But we need to define the subinterfaces and put IP addresses on the subinterfaces. So, going to int gig 0, 0.1. This is interface gig 00, but the subinterface is 0.1. And it defines it as being up. Now, if you were to make the mistake, see you're in the subinterface prompt, you might think you're going to assign an IP address now. Well, watch what it says. Can only be allowed if it's part of encapsulation 802.1q. So it's got to be encapsulated with a VLAN here. So and the VLAN number in this case is 10. So now we can assign the IP address. Okay, here's the Gigabit Ethernet 00 and the three subinterfaces matched up to the proper gateway. Good. And this should be interVLAN routing now. So, if so, the router will take this IP address, read that it's trying to ping this IP address, and even though they're in different subnets, it will connect the two. Give it a couple of pings, it should find it. Reply. Okay, good. Next time it'll be instant. No hesitation. Okay. Let's try this PC. And let's see if it can ping. And that's that.